out by rho g. If I divide by rho g, dp by rho g plus rho g goes off to give me dh plus this is brought this side, therefore it's a plus v dv. I am dividing by rho g, rho goes off, only g is there equal to 0. This expression dp by rho g plus dh plus v dv by g is equal to 0 is my Euler's equation of motion. This equation is known as Euler's equation of motion. Now, like I will rub this diagram off here. This Euler's equation, if I integrating Euler's equation, if I integrate, what do I get? This equation, P by rho g plus h plus v square by 2g is equal to a constant. Where I am ending? I am ending up with Bernoulli's theorem. This is Bernoulli's equation. Finish. This is precisely my Bernoulli's equation. So question asked will be derive equation of Euler's equation for unidirectional flow. This is what you need to do. You end up with Bernoulli's equation by integrating Euler's equation of motion cell. Please take down, if you have taken down this, we will rub this off and go into the next topic for discussion. I will also draw a diagram for that. Or shall I rub this off? I will rub this off and go into the next topic for discussion. Our next topic for discussion is Torricelli's theorem. Torricelli's theorem. Let us first draw a simple diagram for this. Okay. Let us try to understand what Torricelli's theorem is. We are considering a vessel T. T is a vessel having a liquid of density rho. There is a lot of theory here. please listen to what I say very carefully so that you can make notes as you listen to this video. We are considering a vessel. The vessel is denoted as T and it contains a liquid of density rho. Let the surface of the liquid, this is the surface of the liquid. The surface of the liquid is at a height h above the level of the orifice at B. When I say orifice, I am writing here orifice. This is the opening. From this, okay, this orifice is at a height h above the level of the orifice. I repeat once again, the surface of the liquid. Where is this surface? This is the surface of the liquid. What I am trying to tell you is this, as simple as that. This is the surface. Where it is it? From the orifice. From the orifice B, it is at a height h from the orifice. That is what I am trying to tell you. So I am repeating it once again. Let the surface of the liquid be at a height h above the level of the orifice B. If you imagine it to be sufficiently wide, then the velocity of the liquid on the surface at A can be taken to be 0. If you assume the vessel to be sufficiently wide, the velocity of the liquid at the top surface can be taken to be 0. Naturally, since it is an open vessel, the pressure acting on that surface at A will be atmospheric pressure. I repeat, we are considering the vessel to be sufficiently wide so that the velocity of the liquid at the surface can be taken to be 0. The pressure that is acting on the surface is atmospheric. The pressure at the orifice B will also be atmospheric, and let the velocity of the liquid at the orifice, we will take it as V. Let the velocity of the liquid at the orifice, we will take it as V. What all I have said, I am going to put that in a nutshell once again. Please listen carefully. We are considering a vessel. The vessel is denoted in the diagram as T. It contains liquid of density rho. The surface of the liquid, which is marked as A, is at a height h above the orifice at B. Third point, we consider the vessel to be sufficiently wide so that velocity of the liquid at the surface A can be taken to be 0. The pressure acting on this surface A is atmospheric pressure. The pressure acting at B near the orifice is also atmospheric. Let the velocity of the liquid at B be taken as V. Now, by Bernoulli's theorem, okay? Bernoulli's theorem. This I am going to write for A. At A, I have already said velocity is 0. Therefore, the equation will become P by rho g plus h is equal to a constant. Similarly, at B, it is a horizontal surface. H is 0. Okay? H is 0. The pressure being atmospheric. The pressure being atmospheric. I write P by rho g plus v squared by 2g is equal to a constant. Let me call this as equation number 1. This as equation number 2. Let me rub this off. equate 1 and 2, sir. From 1 and 2. 1 is P by rho g plus h is equal to P by rho g plus v squared by 2g. Okay? P by rho g will go off to give me h is equal to v squared by 2g, v squared by 2g, or v squared is equal to 2gh, or v is equal to under root of 2gh. This gives this equation v is equal to 2gh gives you velocity of the liquid through the orifice at B. The velocity with which the liquid is coming out of the orifice is given as v is equal to under root of 2gh. This result is known as Torricelli's theorem. This result is known as Torricelli's theorem. What does the theorem state? That is also important. You have to make a note of it. It states that the velocity of a flux of a liquid through an orifice is equal to that which a body attains when falling freely from a surface. Body attains in falling freely from the surface of the orifice. From the surface of the orifice above the bottom of the vessel. Above the bottom of the vessel. See, if your body is falling from a height, it will reach the ground with this velocity. Exactly in the same way. Torricelli's theorem also states that the velocity of the efflux, this is x, of a liquid through an orifice is equal to that which a body attains in falling freely from the surface of an orifice above the bottom of the vessel. If you ask me, sir, from the orifice to the horizontal surface, in what time it will reach, then the liquid reaches the horizontal plane. Liquid reaches the horizontal plane through the bottom of the vessel in time t is equal to under root of 2h by g. This is the time in which it reaches the bottom of the horizontal surface. So this is Torricelli's theorem for you. If they ask you Torricelli's theorem statement, this is what you have to write. If they ask you to derive Torricelli's theorem, you need to draw the diagram, apply Bernoulli's theorem at a point A, apply Bernoulli's theorem at B, equate to end up here. Is that okay to you, sir? If this is okay to you, we move on to the next topic for discussion, which is Pittard's tube. Shall I rub this off? Shall I rub this off? If you have taken down, if it's all clear to you, I will rub this off and go to the next topic for discussion, which is Pittard's tube. I will rub this off. Pittard's tube. Let us first draw a diagram. Let me shade this portion off so that you can easily see it. Let me increase this height a little bit. Okay. Fine. Let us use some other color. Okay. This height. I'm taking it as H. This is P. This is R. This point is Q. This is S. Velocity of the liquid flowing is V. Let us put that. Pitot tube is an instrument used to measure rate of flow of water through a pipeline. Let us repeat that once again. Please listen to me. This is an instrument which is used to measure rate of flow of water through a pipeline based on the principle of